I genuinely think the worst thing you can do as a broke man is live with a woman. Live with your spouse, live with your girlfriend, whatever it may be, right? I do believe that because when you are not where you want to be in life, when you're not that man that you aspire to become, when you don't have the finances and all the goals achieved that you've wanted to achieve, and you live with a woman, you have sex consistently, and she wants you to stay inside, skip training, skip work to give her attention, eventually you will give in to that. You will give in to the temptation. You will listen to her because if you don't listen to her, you'll feel bad. You'll feel like you're not giving her enough attention and you're just not giving her enough love and affection, right? So eventually you're going to give in to that. Maybe in the beginning you'll be able to be a bit ambitious, but with time you will give into it and that'll become the new norm and the new habit for you. You'll spend more and more time with her. Eventually, you will drop all of your ambitions. You will become lazy, weak, docile, overweight, or skinny, and you'll lose yourself with time. As a man, it's very important that you build yourself up so you are a capable man that can provide, that can protect, that is capable of a lot of things before you commit to living with a woman. That's my honest opinion. Because if you're not where you want to be yet, and you start living with a woman, like eventually you'll start sacrificing that and you'll prioritize the wrong things. And I'm not saying it's wrong to give your woman time and affection and attention. I'm not saying that. But you have to have a balance. If you do decide to live with a woman as a broke man, you need to know when to say no and what to prioritize during that time. And she's not going to take it lightly in the beginning. It's going to be tough for her, you know? But if she can't understand that you're doing this for yourself and her, and she just wants you to skip out on all that and sacrifice it all, that's not the right woman for you. And eventually she's going to lose attraction for you anyways, and she's going to leave you. So it's the worst thing you can do. You're going to lose yourself, and eventually you're going to lose her. And if she's the right woman, she's going to push you to not sacrifice those goals for her. But there are very few women who will do that. They will want as much time from their man as possible, even if that comes at the cost of their goals and their ambitions, right? They just want their time and affection and attention. And as a man, you have to be prepared for that. It's the worst thing you can do, just committing to living with a woman when you're broke. You know, either live alone or even better, live with someone that is like minded, that has the same goals, same ambitions, same mindset, same mentality. That way, you'll go way further. And plus, it'll feel more special when you do see your loved one at the side, you know, when you do meet them occasionally, you know, a couple times a week or once a week or whatever, it will feel even more special and you'll be able to provide her with more experiences, more love, more affection. You'll be able to be more present. Like everything in your life will just get enhanced as you nail down that part of your life. I think it's way more important to live with someone that has, you know, a like-minded mentality rather than living with a chick when you're not where you want to be. Of course, if you've already made yourself the man you want, if you've already achieved what you want to achieve in life and you have the habits nailed down and you know there is no woman out there that can influence you to, you know, get less ambitious and start dropping your goals and ambitions, then you can start living with a woman, of course. But if you're not that man yet, it's not a good idea. Like, not in my opinion, at least. You know, you get weak by living with a woman. You know, you eventually you just get weaker and weaker, get lazier and lazier. When you get pussy consistently, you just get extremely complacent and comfortable, and eventually you're just gonna drop the ball, and you know it's not gonna turn out well. So a better thing to do is just live alone, as I said, or live with someone who has the same goals. That's the best thing you can do. Being on your own is not good either, but at least that's better than living with a chick when you're broke and when you don't have what you want in life. But if you live with the right woman who will push you, even when you're broke, who will inspire you to take action all the time, even if you live with her, then of course that's an exception. But most women, the case is that they're just going to want as much of your time as possible. That's going to come at the cost of your goals and ambitions. You're going to skip out on the gym, you're going to skip out on working. A lot of things are going to get skipped out on. You're going to build new poor habits, and eventually you're not going to recognize yourself anymore in a few months' time. And you're going to be disappointed in yourself. You're going to build resentment towards her, and you're going to blame her that she did this to you. But in reality, you did this to yourself if you allow that to happen. If you're with the right woman that will push you regardless, then that's an exception. But most women will not do so. That's just a fact. So, a better thing to do, again, live on your own. That's not ideal, but it's still better. But the best thing is live with someone who has the same goals and ambitions and mentality. That's how you get the furthest in life. But this is extremely important. Don't underestimate this. If you are not where you want to be, take this advice seriously, because if you don't, it's going to affect you negatively and poorly. You're going to get weaker, you're going to get docile, complacent, weak, lazy, and it's just going to go downhill from there. So don't take it lightly. Like what I'm saying right now, I'm speaking from experience. When I lived with my woman, with my ex a couple years back, I was super lazy. I after work, after my 9 to 5, I just sat on my ass, watched a TV show, ate some food, and didn't really do anything useful with my time. Because if I did, I felt guilt because she wanted my time, she wanted my attention and affection, and I couldn't give that to her. So I felt guilt. So I spent all of my free time with her. I went to the gym a couple days a week, but not too many times a week because I felt like I I didn't spend enough time with her, right? So don't go down the same hole. Don't go down the same trajectory as I did. Be smarter about your time and choose the right path. You'll thank yourself for it. And as always, I'll see you next time. Cheers.